All right, Speed Gaming, welcome back. We are on to game 2 of Sloaters versus Timochun. And we are going to do much the same thing as the last run, but we're only going to pick up about 20 items instead of 100. We're going to skip a lot of things like Spring Ball, unfortunately. We're going to pick up all the real important stuff. You know, high jump, speed, all those things. They will start playing as soon as the countdown finishes, and I allow them to start. Should be any minute now. Right now. Now. Go. I don't know how long the delay is, but they'll be started any second now. And Sloaters did remember to not play on the randomizer, which is a good thing. I think that'd probably disqualify him, and we are off. And do we not have audio? I'm going to try to fix the audio. Hold on. There we go. Hey. Hey, look at me. I'm a restreamer. All right, so Sloater's a quite accomplished runner, has a mid 42 any percent time. Trip the background music. I don't know how to do that. Is there like extra music playing on it? I'll ping SpeedGaming if it is, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. We see Sloaters using the much preferred Japanese text option. Doesn't actually make any difference, but I think it's good to think globally. As we come to land on our planet, Samus definitely visiting far away from home. I will remind you to stay home, drink balls. Official slogan of Balls Garant. Make sure to check out Mega Cat Studios, both of our fantastic sponsors for this tournament. Hello, hello, hello. Glad you could make it. Timochun showing off that speedfall tech, using moonwalk to drop off a ledge backwards, which ignores physics. That's the best explanation I'm going to get out today. Sloaters is known to run both new route and old route. Often he will match whatever his opponent decides to do, both for an interest standpoint and also sort of for a safety standpoint. If somebody else is running old route, then it's likely that he can run the safer old route and still have a good chance of competing with them. If the other person decides to do new route, then running old route might give them a little bit more of an advantage than he's willing to give up, and so then we'll run new route with them as well. I'm not sure which route Timochun runs, but I know he has a pretty good any percent time. is a low 48. That is very, very likely old route. So I would predict Timochun to be running old route, and I expect Sloaters to follow suit. He will likely also run old route. Both of our runners doing that right side wall jump climb, trying to get through this room as quickly as possible without taking any damage. It's important to not take damage before the Bomb Torizo fight, because you want all of the eggs that the Bomb Torizo shoots out to drop missiles and not health. Alright, well clearly Timochun is not updating his PBs on Deer Tier. How am I supposed to keep up with this? 4520 new route. Whew. That that seems much more accurate given what I've seen of his runs. Samus, keep it down over there. Kip, could you control your dog? Unbelievable. We got simultaneous Bomb Torizo explosions going on. As our runners go to Terminator, it will be our first inclination about which route our runners are taking. If they decide to face tank these pirates, they are likely doing old route. Excuse me. If they kill them, then they're likely doing new route. And we do see Sloaters missiling the pirates. Looks like both of our runners will indeed be doing new route. That is a quite dangerous route, but both of them quite accomplished runners, so I don't expect too many problems. And Sloater's remembering that he doesn't have to pick up any of those other excuse me, any of those other items. Just needs the super missiles and can then move on. And Timochun staying neck and neck with them, both in Big Pink, running through there. Very close race so far. I actually ate some almonds, I think, and I got some stuck in my throat. And I'm out of water. Aw. Mrs. Betty Rumble coming through with the extra glass of water. Thank you so much. All right, both our runners coming through Green Hill Zone, killing those cacks, getting those supers. Gonna head up Red Tower unless they're debating me with their pirate kills. And very nice red towers from both of our runners. Timochun getting a little bit trolled there. Gets that farm, but only gets a small health. He is, however, I think he did pick up one extra big health that Sloaters did not. He's doing a little bit better health-wise. That is important, as they'll be going into Phantoon with just Power Suit and one E-Tank. 15 missiles using a Doppler. It's a very difficult fight. Phantoon does a lot of damage when you're just in Power Suit. They'll be taking a lot of damage. What is it? 60? 60 damage a hit? 40? It's a lot. It's dangerous. I die all the time, and so it has to be a lot. And the next big roadblock in the run here is getting over moat. Sloaters possibly going for CWJ, but is a little bit too far to the left to make that CWJ jump. Instead, we'll need to use some horizontal bomb jumping. And first couple tries, not quite right. There he goes. Third try. Nicely done. Timochun also going for the horizontal bomb jump. $40 to Phantoon and 60 to 60. Spikes are definitely 60. And, oh, I thought he had it there. This bomb jump is a tricky, unintuitive trick. Oh, unfortunately, Timochun falling into the moat. It's going to be a big time loss. This is definitely one of the most stressful parts of New Route, especially a New Route in a race setting. Yeah, heckin' moat indeed. Let's try to make sure we clean up our language here. This is a family show, Polar Bear Bunny. Oh, I thought he had it there. Unfortunately, just a little bit off on that second bomb. There he goes. Oh, I thought he had it, and I apparently jinxed him, and he didn't quite make it on the ledge. Feels bad, man. Alright, and meanwhile, we have Sloaters fighting Phantoon here. And very nice two-round Phantoon from Sloaters. And okay, now Timochun is across the moat. I won't say anything until he's actually there. That way I cannot commentate or curse him. And now that the hard part is over, he just has to go kill Space Ghost. And a little high five through the morph ball maze there. Yeah, Slaughter coming out of there with 15, 5, and 3, getting those 5 more supers from this. And good health, 157. He should be set for health for bowling. Has the opportunity to farm a few enemies on the way there, and will hopefully get some good drops from them. Timochun, unfortunately, off a little bit on those Dopplers there. Probably not getting as many missiles in as he would have liked. Gets a nice mid from Phantoon, though. And got some good drops from the Flames to give him enough ammo. There's a really nice Doppler there. I think he's just going to go for a 3-round instead of trying to cram it into 2. And I think he wasn't sure if he had enough missiles, and then realized he got a whole bunch. Oh, and unfortunately got 3 missiles into Phantoon. Phantoon is very nice with a fast there. Unfortunately, 3 missiles went in instead of 2. That causes Phantoon to move on to the next little dance there. And there he goes. We've got a dead Phantoon. Any Phantoon where Phantoon dies is a well-fought Phantoon in my book. Few extra rounds there, but gets through with 73 health and has full missiles, which is going to be good for his drops. He should, I think, get more health that way. And actually coming out of there with full health, 15 and 5. Excellent ammo and health coming out of Phantoon for Timo. And just over 14 minutes for Sloaters to be at gravity. Excellent gravity time. He's going to head down. We'll see if he decides to do Kraid second, or if he decides to do full new route of Phantoon, Ridley, then Kraid. The Kraid second route is a little bit safer, especially in a race setting, but it does cost just a smidge of time in various areas that I am not qualified to speak about. I just know if it was the fastest, then that's what the world record would be, right? So it must be somewhat slower. Yeah, 14 seconds slower. I feel like Sloaters is not worried about 14 seconds. Is probably more worried about something bad happening. Capital B. And I expect he'll probably head to Kraid now to pick up Varia. Yeah, I know the free super refill is the big time difference, but I wasn't sure what the agreed upon time cost it is. Maybe he's going to go to Dragon second. I'm not going to make assumptions. Sloaters can do whatever he wants. He is not going to Kraid. He is heading straight down. He's going to pick up some movement items here in Upper Norfair and then head down to Ridley. Also likely get Wave and Ice. That will be his full beam complement. He will not be picking up Plasma. Unless he decides to run some weird, crazy route that nobody runs. Ooh, laser door. That's worth watching just for that. Well, maybe they'll head back to moat after they get grappled, and in order to get the right side supers as part of the new route. Sloater's ammo is looking really good. He's got all the missiles and supers that he could ever want. I don't expect the only other really time-saving strat that he could decide to do in a race setting would be to skip wave missiles and run 15 missiles and 10 supers, which is the minimum. Well, I guess it's not technically the minimum you need. You can do it with 10 and 10, but the minimum ammo that you would need to not have to refill. I don't see him doing that. It only costs 4 to 5 seconds to pick up those wave missiles, and the extra amount of safety it adds is quite nice. And full on supers, getting a nice damage boost from that red orb. And Sloaters is not skipping those missiles. The biggest separation between these two, Timochun had a little bit of trouble at moat, but ultimately, even without that, Sloaters would likely be not as far ahead, but still mostly like it's just a little bit, fractions of seconds or a couple seconds in every room in consistency. Little things make up a big difference over the course of several rooms. But yeah, they are doing the same route. And very nice spark by Sloaters. Is he over far enough? Nope. Unfortunately, sparked, but a little bit too far to the right. It's not going to be able to get onto the ledge. It's going to have to do a gravity jump instead. It's a little bit the worst of both worlds because he wasted some energy on the spark and then also had to lose energy for the gravity jump. So unfortunately, he's going down into Lower Norfair with only 90 energy. Everything in Lower Norfair does officially a heckin' lot of damage. And so he's going to have to play it very safe. He also only has 2 power bombs here, which means he's only going to get... Oh, it looks like he's going to farm 1 more power bomb just in case he misses... Actually, he's not even going to go for fast pillars with that level of health. He's gonna just do power bombs. Fast pillars is a little bit faster to spark on them, but it does take a lot more energy. And so rather than lose that energy, he's going to do the safe strat of losing 5 energy to acid and just use his power bombs. Smart move. Ooh, taking a hit from that pirate. This is Monka S here. This room, quite dangerous. All of these things will kill him. Just FYI. All right, he does make it through there. I don't know. I feel like the real gamer move here would be to go get the Firefly E-Tank. I would seriously consider it if I were him. And I had this. Oh, God. Sloaters, what are you doing to me? Please be careful. All right. If he can get to the metal pirates, which it appears he should safely be able to get there, he should be able to get some health drops from the metal pirates and be in a little bit nicer position. The incredibly dangerous part is over, and now it's just slightly dangerous part. Oh, and he gets, this is really nice actually, he gets enough super drops from there to fill up on supers. So he won't get any super drops from the second pirate, which I believe will get him more health. I don't think they'll downgrade to missiles. I think they get replaced by health in the drop table. But I could be wrong. I feel like having full supers there is a good thing for getting health. And he is not gonna raise 162 energy. That's fine. That's all he needs. It's just Ridley. Meanwhile, Timochun heading into fast pillars. His health is in a little bit better state. He's going to go for that pillar spark there, a little bit faster. I noticed, though, that does leave him actually with less health than Sloaters had when he went through this room. So he also needs to be very careful here. He gets the jump over that pirate. That saves him 50 health. That's going to make this room a lot more comfortable. Oh, Ridley, behave. Wow. And Ridley is down. I feel like Sloaters took a couple of hits there, but he took them from the fire, and it was mostly intentional. It's easier to just face tank those small hits that don't do a ton of damage. We'll see if he decides to grab the Ridley E-Tank. He is going to go ahead and grab it. Doesn't get great ammo drops from Ridley. Luckily, he'll be heading to Kraid next and getting good super refills from Mini Kraid. All right, little high five through the metal pirate room. Timochun heading in. Gonna pick up some farming from the bugs here on his way into Ritter's room. Timochun going in with a lot less supers than Sloaters did. Sloaters was full on supers, or at least had 10 and then opened up the door with 1, so went in with 9. That's pretty big damage difference. Those 3 supers that Timo's missing are worth 900 damage. Wait, no, double that. 1800 damage to Ridley, which is the same as 6 charged spacer shots that he's using. And really nice 3 Musketeers from Sloaters. Dodging all 3 of them. Not having any problems. Getting out of Lower Norfair with 291 health. He will head to Meridia next. Oh, misses the mock ball, unfortunately. Oh. Ridley is not behaving at all today for Timochun. He's flying around everywhere. Oh, gets caught by the flames there. Still doing very well. Ridley is red. Should be pumping those supers in. Yeah. Getting that damage. Has a few more shots that he needs to do, and I believe Ridley's dead. And even if he hits his tail a few times, he's got plenty of health to tank it. Very nice Ridley fight by Timo. Yeah, and the spacer disable after Ridley is indeed for the X factors that they'll be using on both Bot Wound and Dragon. Kraid, we hardly knew ye. I swear you're a boss. Just because you don't even get to stand up doesn't mean you're not a boss. Oh. Unfortunately, Timo's iframes ran on a little too soon there to get that speed ball through Wasteland. Oh. All right. Yeah, Craig does look like he's put down a few hot dogs in his time. Oh, Timochun, careful. That's what my Three Musketeers looks like. Well, normally I die, but it's a lot closer to that than. So good job, Timo, getting through those Three Musketeers. They are both running any percent. Those thumbs up, thumbs down are the thumbs down with the lines of the vetoes each person had. And then in game one, Timochun chose 100%. Unfortunately, Sloaters just too fast. Sloaters won that, so Timochun lost his category that he picked. And Sloaters then picked any percent. And that is where we are at. One more dead snack. Die, monster. You don't belong in this world, etc. And Sloaters picking up that 4th E-Tank. That's a good race safety. Give him a little bit of leeway. A little bit more leeway on damage in Mother Brain. Very nice full halfie. Very small window to get all the way up that climb and get through the door, jump and spark before your shine spark frames run out. Good opening from Sloaters, getting those X-Factor particles in there. Meanwhile, Kraid down for Timo. And very quick Dragon fight. And Spark Suit, because why not? That will allow Sloaters to run, pick up these drops, get out, all while running, and then spark all the way back across Coliseum. Meaning he go fast. All right, Sloaters now going to head to G4. And back to Mother Brain. Both runners are doing PRKD, the fast new route. And both runners in Mount Everest at the same time. But going different directions. No, the way out is a reverse halfie. Timochun using that excellent setup. Both runners used an X Factor start to bot wound. Timochun does a setup that a lot of players have been using lately, that a fairly new setup, probably old at this point, but it's a little bit safer. There's a chance if you jump up for bot wound to hit the X Factor particles that you take some damage. And using that strat that kind of gets the momentum of the X Factor particles moving forward, a lot safer. And Sloaters hitting G4 at 35-24. And Timochun heading into Dragon. Yeah, there is. You can get a quarter halfie, and I think it is actually harder because you need more shine spark frames going through the door than for halfie to be able to jump up high enough. Oh, unfortunately, that spark did not do a ton of damage to Dragon. And a nice kill with blue suit by Timo. See if he's going to go for spark suit. Nope, looks like he's just going to keep blue suit. And Sloaters does need some drops here. He's got pretty low health and low supers. There's a few supers. Still needs more. And Timochun going to do a gravity jump out of Dragon. Alright, we're looking a little bit better. 8 supers. Multi-category is a tournament where there has been 7 different categories that can be run. Runners will veto some of them. Unfortunately, only getting 20 and 9. That's enough. Ideally, he'd have one more super, but 29 is enough to get through Mother Brain. And very nice baby skip from Sloaters. Does not need to refill health or ammo. It's going to head straight to Mother Brain. As we have Sloaters here on Mother Brain, certainly not an easy fight in this category. It's 60 shots with that beam combination that he has. We can talk a little bit about who the winner of this match will be playing. The winner of this match will be playing Galamaz, who won his match over Mr. Guy Average 2-1, winning in low percent ice and any percent all bosses, with Mr. Guy Average taking a very close triple bingo victory. So if Timochun can pull this victory out, we'll have a game 3. If Sloaters can get through Mother Brain without any problems, then he will go on to face Galamaz. Ooh, look out. That was a heart-stopping catch up there. The catch-up beams start coming up for the last about 25% of Mother Brain. And Sloater's going to take some damage on the leg. That is a dead Mother Brain 2. We're going to get Rainbow Beam here. Sloaters can take a deep breath. The hardest part of the run is over. Just needs to shoot some Rainbow Beam shots into Mother Brain. And meanwhile, Timochun heading through. Timochun also very low on ammo here. He's going to need some good drops. Going to do some grouping strats. Using missiles. Get some decent supers there. A couple more in that room. Going to keep grouping. And only one super from those three. We'll see if he decides to risk it for the biscuit here, or if he's going to kill a couple of them and leave the room in order to make sure he gets the drops he needs. Looks like he knows, like, hey, all right, he does get the drops. He comes through on full. Missing 1 health, but that's not going to be a big problem. Well, if you only pick up 3 E-tanks, then you never have to worry about taking damage. Right, Mother Brain is dead. I think this is likely, other people are better at guessing this than I am, but likely a low 42 for Sloaters. I think it's about 2 minutes after the head drops, is what people figure. I could be wrong. High 43? Yeah. I guess we'll see. What if he saves the animals? He could save the animals. Yeah, he's definitely out of low 42 range. Like, considering he's already... Alright, Timochun had the ammo required for Mother Brain. Going into Mother Brain 2, going to take 60 shots. Unless he decides to use missiles, then it's whatever, a few less shots. But very clean escape rooms by Sloaters. He is going to finish up here with a very nice 90% race time. Official SRL time of 43:39. GG Sloaters. Sloaters will move on in the tournament to face Galamaz in the round of 8. Let's see if Sloaters wants to come in for an interview here. Let's take a look. The fastest any percent time, actually, indeed that is. Just edging out Kip now, who was in 4th place behind Zosti 3 times. Zosti has the top 3 times. 4th place now is Sloaters with 43:39. And then we have a couple other 43s by Kip that are in the top 6. All right, and Timochun is through the Mother Brain 2 fight. Gonna hang out for a little bit. Samus is gonna catch her breath. Let the baby do some work, and then we'll finish off Mother Brain and get off this heckin' planet. And I am joined by the winner of our match, sloaters27. GG, Sloaters. Nice runs.
Hey, thank you, Rumble.
I saw you decided in the race to in the 80% race to go the kind of more volatile, kind of standard new route rather than doing Kraid before Ridley. Did you consider running a safer new route than normal, or were you just set on PRKD?
Yeah, that was a pretty bad choice. Probably should have did Picard in hindsight, but I told myself, just don't bonk the lava spark and don't get hit by a pirate on the way to Ridley, and then I did both of those things, so it didn't go very well. But
yeah. Well, I was glad to see you farm the PBs and not spark across the pillars with 80 health. So that was a good choice.
I think that was technically enough health to do the full spark, but you don't want to go into worst room with 29. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, for sure. How did what were your thoughts on the vetoes? Were you hoping to run RBO and couldn't do it? Were you excited to run 100%?
I was expecting Timo to either veto RBO or low percent, so that was kind of expected. I was a bit surprised that he did pick Hundo. I'm guessing he was just hoping I would forget where an item is or something, and that'd be like a really big trip up. But I was kind of expecting maybe GT Classic because there's Lava Dive and Green Gate Glitch, or maybe I don't know, low percent because I know he does have new route experience. He's at least pretty familiar with a big portion of that run, so it was kind of a surprise.
Yeah, it was also the first 100% of the brackets, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. It started off really well for me, and then I had a really bad Phantoon, and then I had a really bad Dragon, and then it sort of fizzled out after that. But I'll take 118s on race runs for sure.
Yeah, I would too. I would take a 118 anytime, actually. And real quick here, we do have Timochun finishing up in second place with an official time of 48:12. GG, Timo. Nicely done. Timo had a little bit of trouble in moat on the way to wreck ship, but cleaned it up nicely after that. Looking forward in the tournament, you will be facing Galamaz in the round of 8. Any thoughts on that matchup?
I'm pretty excited for it. Gala's a really strong player. Also, he's been doing any percent lately, and he put the goal on his splits, sloaters/kip, so I feel a little called out by that, and I feel like I need to put him in his place a little bit.
Oh.
No, but I'm excited. Gala's a real cool dude, real good player, so it should be pretty fun.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to the as expected. It's almost as if a tournament is designed to do this. As we get further in the brackets, these matchups are getting closer and closer and tighter. It's going to be really interesting. You don't have to give up your whole strategy, but is there any particular category you're hoping to race against Galamaz?
Any percent for sure. I feel like that's probably where we're the most even. And again, he called me out on his splits recently, so kind of hoping. I kind of feel like he's gonna pick it, but we'll see.
All right, and we are joined by Timochun. GG, Timo. Good runs. Congratulations on an excellent tournament.
Thanks. GG's Sloaters.
Yeah, GG.
Timo, I found it interesting. I was kind of surprised at the 100% pick. What was your strategy with choosing to race 100% against sloaters?
My plan was to do at least 100% in this 100% run in this tournament, and this was my last chance. So I went for it. Everyone else vetoed it. I wanted to go for it since round 1, so finally I got it.
That's
actually had a pretty good run for me. I think it's my second best time ever. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Cool. I thought Sloaters and I both thought that maybe you were hoping he would forget an item and DQ his run, which I thought was a good strategy.
I was thinking about that like mid-run. Maybe he gets 99.
Any thoughts on the any percent run that you had, Timo? I know you had a little bit of trouble in moat, but otherwise it looked pretty solid, other than kind of the moat troubles.
Yeah, so I didn't really practice that much, so it just happens with moats. And other than that, I'm pretty happy with my run, actually. I kept it pretty much even with my PB until the end, except for moat and then like baby skip and stuff like that. But other than that, it was an okay run, I would say.
Awesome. All right. Well, GG to both runners. If any of you want any call outs or shout outs that you want to do, I'll let you do that before we sign off here.
I'll just say GG again to Timo. That was fun racing. Rumble, thank you for the commentary. It was very enjoyable.
Yeah, GG's. Thanks for the commentary. Thanks for racing. Thanks for the TOs putting in the work, and have fun with the rest of the tournament, and good luck.
All right, absolutely. GG to both Timo and Sloaters. Thank you, SpeedGaming, for restreaming these tournament matches. It's a lot of fun. Thank you, chat, for hanging out. Big shout out to the organizers for running this tournament. They've kept it moving, cramming all of our weekends with Super Metroid and our weekdays with Super Metroid. It's been fantastic. We do have one more match today and one more match for this round of 16 in the tournament. We have Fruit Bat Salad versus A Real Cutie. Fruit Bat Salad, the previous multi-category tournament runner-up. And oh my god, I forgot to point out that Sloaters won the last multi-category tournament, by the way, defending champion over there. Fruit Bat Salad versus A Real Cutie starts at 3 o'clock Eastern. That's in just about a half hour here. I don't know what channel it's on. I don't know if it's been scheduled yet. Oh, it is on SpeedGaming 2. So you got a half hour to grab a snack, get some refreshments, and then come right back for Fruit Bat Salad versus A Real Cutie. Going to be an excellent match there. All right. I think that's all my thank yous and good lucks. I will be right back. I will not be doing commentary. I will be watching that next race. And I leave you all with, as always, encouragement and hope that you will all continue to be the person that your dog thinks you are. Thank you and have a great day.